10 or 12 plays from the first half. Wanted to look at the Ravens' pass game concept, some of their routes that are being called, what Lamar is looking at, see what I might glean from them. I leave the Ravens' second drive. This is 2nd down and 10. We get a spacing concept to this side with the swing, the mini curl, and the ball route. You'll see Lamar kind of look to this route first, or at least turn his eyes to that side. I think in his mind he's already picked a side, and he wants to get this slant here by Hopkins. I'm not sure what he's trying to do exactly here. The coverage is very tight, other than the fact that this is DeAndre Hopkins, who does have the ability to body guys and come up with the ball. You might argue that he could hit Henry here to the flat to see what he might pick up. But I think the initial look that we see Lamar give here to this side of the field, it appears he's looking at that ball route, is really just to make sure that this part of the field is sealed off from this slant. In other words, I think he picked Hopkins out pre-snap. Very next play, I think this is 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 10. Chip from the back on the edge. Both tight ends are going to block and then go out on routes. Very often we're seeing Isaiah Likely on these choice routes. There's definitely a connection between he and Lamar. That's pretty special. We get a dig out of Bateman to this side. High-low concept with Andrews. Zay Flowers outside. Looks like Lamar's trying to put too much touch on this. He's got time. Zay's very physical at the top of that route. And we miss. Good sell vertical. Ricard's going to shift from the wing to the fullback position, 21I. Lamar's going to check to a different play. Right here we see the safety or this linebacker fit a new gap. Everybody move over. Right there you see the check. Everybody alerts to that new call. Good play action gets the linebackers downhill. Similar concept outside, or to the bottom of our screen rather. High-low to this side. Again, just inaccurate outside. Very next play. So far we're going sequentially. 2nd down and 10. Lamar's reading that coverage. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Clearly he wants Mark here, or at least he's looking that way. Doesn't get rid of the ball because of this defender. Holds the ball just a little longer to see that defender drop, and then gets rid of the football. You get a flat out of the back and a shallow being run here by Zay right over the ball. I think there's a good chance if Lamar sees Zay here for Zay to pick up some extra yards. But this is a decent gain on 2nd down. I think it's a 6-yard pickup. Mostly been watching these routes where the ball goes, the end result, and not so much paying attention to the protection. But so far, it looks like the protection's been pretty good on these plays. Tell me what you guys think. This is 3rd down. Lamar picks this up with his legs. Excuse me. Looks like a 5-man rush with a spy. He's still able to get out. I do think he looked hobbled on this toward the end of this run near the sideline, just a little bit. The 2nd-year receiver whose name escapes me right now. Looks like he has trouble with contact. Gets hung up here. In breaking route, I think that's probably a choice route. You get an out and up. Stick nod, some people call it out of Zay. And a vert outside of him. This on the last play, nobody's open, and that's why we see Lamar take off, particularly on 3rd down, picking up the 1st down. This is a peculiar play to me. Looks to me that this is clearly set up for almost like a throwback look on this swing to the back. I think Lamar should have hit this. You see him turn to that side, or looks to turn to that side, puts the ball up on this one-on-one. I'm not sure what happens here, whether the corner gets pushed down, but Walker, I didn't come up with his name before, Devontae Walker needs to catch this football. Just a strange, I guess, choice not to get rid of the football, but probably even stranger because this should have been a big play, maybe even a score, regardless of Lamar not hitting the swing. Lamar gets rid of this football quickly. I think he's reading the middle of the field and likely gets the back out of the backfield. Really nice look, quick decision by the quarterback here. Clearly, I'm not alone in thinking that Mitchell is a real weapon that the Ravens might want to use a little bit more. Just such a strange game. If any of these big plays hadn't been blundered, the drop by Walker, likely at the goal line, the push off by Zay Flowers, just any one of them hits a big play. They're all big play potential. I think the game turns around from that point. Just a very, very strange game in that regard.